What's happening, YouTube? It's your homie S.Akuma coming at you with another video. And today's video is all about Wave 3. I'm going to do a Wave 3 box opening for you guys here in a second. The set does not come out for another 2 weeks. I think June 28th, so not this Friday, but the following Friday, it will be out. So I'm excited to open that for you guys so you guys can see what a box looks like. And hopefully I can get pretty lucky and get some of the things that I want. But before I start all that, if you haven't heard at this point, on the Facebook group or anything, but I would like to say that I am very humbled and blessed to announce that I won the Origins event, the entire event, from top 32 all the way down to the finals. And I actually have finals footage to post for you guys. It'll be later this week. I need to collab with Dan Arnold of Vector Sigma. That's who I played in the finals. Shout out to him. He did a great job. Shout out to everyone that made top 32. A lot of the Vector Sigma made it, and I think just about all of them made it to the top 32. And everybody else, all my new friends that I made, it was great to get out to the event and play it and get back to that atmosphere that I'm used to, in competitive card gaming. So I'm really appreciative of the event. But yeah, so I took first place, and with Optimus Prime, Hot Rod, and Flame War, that deck was actually highly represented in the top 32. I will say it was a sleeper deck, but I don't want to put too much emphasis on that. I will get into my deck profile and explanation of my weekend. I will say the weekend was definitely a Cinderella story because I started out with started out decent, and then it got worse over the weekend, but I ended up coming back up and prevailing. And I'll reveal the trophy and show that in the next video. But anyway, so as you can see here, so I have some other prizes here from the prize wall at the event. So after every event, you get a certain amount of prize tickets based off of your points at the end of each preliminary event. So I ended up with about 44 tickets. I used 30 of them on a box of Wave 1. My options were between Wave 1 and Wave 2. And I felt Wave 1 had more value. I have every card that I need, but I feel like cards like Security Checkpoint and Peace to Tyranny, those will have extra value moving forward. And if I want to just put those extras into more decks so I don't have to swap them out, I will. So it's nice to have that. I have some Autobot and Decepticon sleeves here. Can't really see this Decepticon logo on these right here because of my lighting, but it looks just like this Decepticon logo right here, which actually still isn't that good either. But so I got 3 of these because I played 3 preliminary events, Fridays, Saturday, and Sundays. Fridays we got the Autobot sleeves first. This was actually sealed, but they ended up breaking it open and putting a pack of these same sleeves right here into the deck box. So it comes with another pack of sleeves, and then there's also a nice divider in there for your side deck. You have your main deck, and then your probably can fit your character cards in here too. Like if you're playing aerial bots, you can, or whatever, you can put them all in here too as well, which is nice. And it's the same with the Decepticon sleeves. You get your Decepticon box and then also Decepticon sleeves. So overall, I have a little bit more Decepticon stuff than Autobot stuff. Boo! I should have asked for a switch out or trade to somebody because Team Autobot. But anyway, so yeah, I got that, and I got this nice deck case right here, or deck box, I guess I'll call it. I guess I'll open it for you real quick. I'll definitely be using this. This will be helpful for when I only want to bring 2 decks to my local tournament or whatever and only plan on playing 2 decks, and I can just fit my character cards in my bag. But this is really nice here too. This is not the Ultimate Guard. This is Ultra Pro M2 deck box, which is pretty much the same thing, but it opens up like this, and then you can fit your deck box in here like so, or excuse me, 2 decks in here. I think it fits 100 cards. Not 100%, holds 75 double sleeve cards, so doesn't really actually hold 2 decks. So I guess I just bring 1 deck in my side deck, and then they have this nice, sorry, I'm horrible at presenting, but there's this nice piece right here where you pull it out and you can fit your dice in here, so that's pretty cool. Keep all your stuff in one spot. I got my coin, my good luck coin. I love that coin. And yeah, so I got these couple of things in the Wave 1 box, and with that, let's get into Wave 3, because I know you guys are as excited as I am to open it. I've been walking around the house just still talking to myself. I tell my girlfriend, I'm like, hey babe, I won. And I just keep saying it to her. She's like, I know, I'm proud of you, this and that. And I just still can't believe I won, yeah, like I said, I'll get into that in the next video. So let's just jump right into the Wave 3 box opening. All right, guys, so before I get into the pack opening, I also want to mention from the Wave 1 box, if anyone happens to care what I pulled from my Wave 1 box, what I will do is I will just open it off screen, and I will post a picture in my deck profile video real quick, so you can see just real quick of the cards that I pulled with that and go from there. So without further ado, I'm going to take the packs out of here. Should be 15 on each side, and I will start. Let's start with this side right here. So set these off to the side, and what I'm going to do is the first 15 packs I'm going to open and reveal every card slowly, and then after that I will the next 15 packs I'll just go through and show you guys the rare and of course my character cards and go from there. All right, so let's get to our first pack. First pack is Captain Wheeljack. Starts with one of my favorite cards in the game. You can start with Brainstorm, excuse me, with his alt mode side, and I also got a Private Stakeout. Pretty good. This is my first pack. I don't think I've done one of these on my channel yet, so forgive me. I think I'll just open everything at once. This is going to be pretty long, so bear with me, guys. Like I said, I'm excited to see what I get. All right, so we have Force Field, Smoke Thrower, defensive formation, HV Electric Breacher, Squish Them Like Bugs, and Scavenge the Battlefield. So that's one of the new secret actions here. Get a good look at that. Hopefully the camera can zero or, yeah. So Scavenge the Battlefield, all right. Set the rare off to the side. And gonna need some space here. I think I'll just put those down there. All right. I'm gonna get a rhythm here soon. Bear with me. All right, second pack got Raider Ion Storm. Pretty good card. What does he do? When this attacks, return one of the defender's upgrades to his owner hand. So he has a built-in debilitating crystal. So how many stars is he? 12 stars. So pretty hefty. So it seems like you'll be playing him. He'll be your like main attacker. And then for my smaller battle card, I have a Manifold Ion Particle Blaster, who is a Raider Aimless. When he gets scrapped, he'll be a +3 weapon, and if you flip 3 or more blue icon cards, he'll deal 3 damage to the defender, which seems pretty strong. Or excuse me, yeah, to the defender. I like him a lot. All right. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be pretty slow. Forgive me, guys. All right, so we got a Diagnosis, Smoke Cloak. I like that card a lot. The different version of Pep Talk, point defensive system, Reflex Circuits, and Heat of Battle. Heat of Battle, I like this card a lot. This card will be great with Metroplex. This card will be great with Firecons. It'll be great with Constructicons. You know, Constructicons have 6 characters, so playing against a 3-wide deck, if they make their opponent go first, they get 3 attacks when they're bots, and all 3 of those attacks, if they have Heat of Battle, they bowl 3 on every single one of them. So seems very strong, in a heavy orange deck. Of course, only against another orange deck. You don't want it against a blue deck because it gives them tough 3. So next up we have Sergeant Chromia. Okay, so Sergeant Chromia, when this is when this defends and you at least flip 2 blue, you can draw a card. So interesting card for blue cards. And then when you in our other mode, when you flip to this mode, you may play an armor. So I'm try to get that as close as I can. This lighting maybe up some more. Seems a little better. All right. And then for my smaller card, I got a private Mudslinger. Pretty cool. I guess it'll take longer if I sit here and read them all. I guess maybe I'm gonna assume everybody's seen all of the cards on Transformers at this point, so I'll just kind of speed up here a little bit. And then for my battle cards, I got another Smoke Cloak, Dismantle, Force Field, EMP Wave, Metal Detector, and Infiltrate. Infiltrate is probably my favorite card in this set. This card is very good whenever your opponent plays an orange action. Now that you can flip this, and now that orange action does nothing. So I like this card a lot. My camera's not zooming in that well. Sorry, guys. So it got me an Infiltrate. Very nice card. Again, forgive me for being so slow. All right, Private Tailbreaker in this pack. Pretty good. And for my smaller character card, I have a Private Tote. All up in the camera. And for battle cards, I got Calculated Strike, Dismantling Claw, Battlefield Report. I like that card a lot. Covert Armor, Spinner Rims, good card, and W5 Gyro Blaster. This card is very interesting. I think this would be a good side deck card. Whenever the upgraded character battles, so you know whether it's attacking or defending, each player cannot flip more than 2 battle cards for that attack. So like anybody with tough or anything like that, tough armors or even inborn tough, like this would be good when Superion's out, because Superion can only flip the 2 cards. So this card I think would be really good in this side deck. So, all right, moving on. Like I said, after the first half, I'm just gonna kind of run through and just show the rares, the rare battle cards. So for my big card, I got Sergeant Sparkstalker, one of the Fire Cons. I'm excited to build this deck. Be expecting a deck profile and some gameplay of this deck soon, because I really want to play this deck. And for my small card, I got Raider Roadhugger. He looks like Optimus. His helmet can't really, like I said, sorry for the get as best of a picture I can on that, but that's pretty cool. And for my battle cards, I have another Smoke Cloak, Medic, different picture Medic. Same with Brainstorm, Combat Shield, Compact Shield, Anticipation Engine, and RR Disruptor Blade. This card is interesting and it seems powerful, but it's only a black icon. But maybe if you play a deck that's surrounding, that's revolved around blue and black, this will be really good, you know, because every time you flip a black, this won't be scrapped. So we'll see how it works out when the time comes for some testing. But definitely a card I have my eye on, because it has no drawback except, you know, not, I don't say no drawback, but it seems pretty easy to keep up if a lot of your deck is blue-black. But we'll see. Having trouble here. All right, next pack, I got Alpha Trion. Alpha Trion is my first rare for this pack. So the, I want to say watered down Optimus, but he's still pretty cool. And I'll just read his effect off real quick. So after you flip battle cards for this character's attack, and before defense flips, you may play 1 blue action from your flips. So he's just like Optimus, but you have to play one of your blue actions that you flip. So seems pretty good. And then on his mode that he starts in, when you flip to this mode, his alt mode, return an orange action from your scrap pile to your hand. So him and Optimus, they seem really good with rollout, because you know you can play rollout and get back 2 cards. So it seems like it has some nice value. So we'll see how it works out with you know, Battlefield Legend and him. And it's also 11 stars, so you can play him in Battlefield Legend and also play a star card. So this is just a version I would like to test, and I would also like to test with the other Optimus. And for my small card, I got a Raider Stormcloud. Pretty cool. For battle cards, I have Frag Toss, Defensive Formation, what does this say? Personal Targeting Drone, Fuel Cache, Bolster, and Unconventional Flying Object, UFO. I like this card a lot. For this is a reverse rollout. You flip the character from alt mode to bot mode, and then back to alt mode. So like Major Decepticon Shockwave, you flip him to bot mode and then back to alt mode, and then his effect will trigger. You draw a card, and then your opponent discards a card. So definitely get a lot of advantage out of him. Excited to play that deck as well. Probably going to start with double Shockwaves because it's obvious, and then try to branch out possibly to a 3-wide version of the Shockwave deck. Moving on to the next pack, we got Private Sideswipe. Pretty cool. Can't read that if it's not super clear, I apologize. And we have Private Pteraxodon, I guess I'll say. Pteraxodon. He's one of the weaponizers, or excuse me, a battle master. So he starts in bot mode, and then when he's KO'd, he actually just flips to the weapon mode, and you equip it to a character, so you don't lose it just yet. So cards like Energy Baton or Energon Baton, is that what it's called? Cards like that will be Enforcement Batons, I think. Yeah, it's a orange-green icon card that gives +1 attack. It's a weapon, and when it's equipped on a character, upgraded on the put on a character, you scrap an enemy weapon if they have them. So it's like Drill Arms, but it's a searchable Drill Arms because it has the green icon. And then for battle cards, I have Reactive Armor, Diagnose, Urban Camo, Extra Padding, Steady Shot, and Hidden Team Up. Hidden Team Up seems interesting, but it does cost a star. So we'll have to see what kind of teams I can come up with to possibly fit that in. It seems like it's pretty much a thrust. Make the card a thrust, but it does have an orange and blue icon like rollout. So next pack, we have Sergeant Hound. He's a truck. I'm getting a lot more support for trucks this set, I've noticed. And for my small card, I have Top Shot. Is this the guy? The tank? Yeah, I like this card a lot. He's a leader. He's a small card. He's a leader. Scrap an orange action from your hand, or orange card from your hand and draw 2 cards. So he's like, or excuse me. Yeah, scrap an orange card from your hand, draw 2 cards, and then put a card on top of your deck. So he's a built-in incoming transmission. So it's a possibility you don't even have to play incoming transmission anymore. So he'll be interesting to build a deck with. And he's also a tank, I think. Yeah, so. Is he a tank? Yeah, that's the tank. Right. And for the battle cards, we have Dismantle, Smoke Thrower, Repurpose, Squish Them Like Bugs, Reflex Circuits, and Micro Capacitor. Didn't really look at, I'm not a super big fan of Soundwave, but I hear people like just excited just to play them in general because they're fans of Soundwave. So I have to like look into them again and read, you know, all his little guys and possibly even build a deck around him too, just to see what's happening. All right, next card we have a Raider Flamethrower. So this is another one of the fire cons. So I almost got all 3. Hopefully I can get a couple more of their utility so I can build a deck. And then we have Raider Detour, another really good card. He's a specialist. He's a car, 4 stars, so you can easily fit him in. If your opponent goes first, they can't attack him because he has stealth. And you can scrap a blue card from your hand and draw 2 cards. So very nice. So it's a +1. To start out with, and it doesn't cost your action for the turn, which I think is a big deal. Pep Talk, like you draw 2 cards, but you know that's your action for the turn. So, and he's a specialist, so you can put Field Communicator on him. So, seems really good. Next up, we have, I have to turn this one. Okay, M24 IR Laser Launcher. This is the no icon at all card. Well, one of the no icon cards with no defense, and it has even no text, and it just gets +3 attack. So no drawback or anything like that. Well, I guess I can't say no drawback. It doesn't have an icon, but you know, within the text, there's no drawback. So that card, Combat Dagger, Pep Talk, HV, Electric Breacher, fully load out, and take cover. So this card will help against, you know, aerial bots and other decks that like to deal direct damage. I'm so slow here, forgive me. Next up, we have Private Red Alert. Show you guys that. I think Red Alert is one of the promo cards that come with the store promos that you get the gold plated, you know, different rarity card. And then we have a Private Red Heat. All right. Next up, we have the different force field. Definitely going to be replacing these with the other force field. I might like play 2 and 1 or something like that, or probably just, you know, play all 3. These are really nice. Basic combat protocol, frag toss, device, virus, hide spot, and battling ram. This is one of the cards I was talking about. Possibly interesting. This card, if you're happen to be playing a truck deck that's even competitive, putting this on a character like Optimus, or not even necessarily a truck deck, but putting this on Optimus against like aerial bots, I think will be very good, because if I'm not mistaken, when an upgraded character attacks and deals damage to an enemy, your opponent flips the enemy to his other mode. So if you don't kill it, if you happen to not kill it or whatever, you can just flip it to its other mode and slow them down from combining. Now, I'm not going to say that's probably definitely the way to go, because when Optimus attacks, he'll be attacking with 10, so it'll probably KO the character, but so we'll see. That's just that first glance off the top of my head, what it could be relevant against. And even just a character in general, a character that doesn't want to be in a certain mode. Next up, we have Sergeant Chromia, another blue car. So I expect blue cars to be a thing now, and see how people work that out. Shout out to David Pang and his blue card deck. You'll be seeing a deck profile for that also coming up soon. We have Raider Ravage, another Decepticon. This is one of the cassettes, I think. Yeah, the Spy Patrol. This is one of the cassettes for Soundwave. So, cool. All right, and then we have Pep Talk, Calculated Strike, Combat Dagger, Point Defense System, Rock Toss, and Backup Bag for our rare. Not really a big fan of Backup Bag, but I'll have to read it again and see if I'll actually use it. When any characters will have a weapon, scrap this instead. So I wonder if you play this. Well, no, never mind. We'll get into that later. All right, next card we have Private Tailbreaker. Pretty cool. He has Brave, so you have to attack him. 5 attack, 14 defense, and he's a 10 stars, or he's 10 stars, and he's a truck. A lot of truck support in this set. And for my small card, we have Private Fire Drive. Nice that we have the small hollow cards now. Pretty cool. Again, I want to thank WOTC for providing the top 8 with these boxes. Very much appreciated and definitely exciting. So my next pack, or my battle pack, we have a Dismantle, Medic, Diagnose, EMP Wave, Compact Shield, and Energy Pack. Very interesting card. Utility gives +4 health. So it's different than giving defense because, like I remember Scott mentioning from Vector Sigma in his video that, you know, you giving your character extra defense or whatever doesn't stop direct damage from hurting it. But now if you give this energy pack, now one shall stand, one shall fall, will deal 3, but you still have 1 extra health from the energy pack. So we'll see how relevant that is coming up here. I could possibly see that on Scrapnel, and Scrapnel surviving longer. Oh, speaking of Scrapnel, we just pulled Scrapnel. All right, the newest Scrapnel. So in the mode he starts in, he has Brave, so you have to attack him. He's a 4/11/2. And in this mode, when an upgraded scrap from one of your characters, repair 1 damage from this, so has some survivability built in. So pretty cool to see another Scrapnel. And Raider Laserbeak, I think this is the other, maybe? Yeah, this is the other cassette, I guess, for Soundwave. Again, this is my first one. If you have any suggestions on what I could do better for my box opening videos, let me know, because like I said, this is my first one and I'm just kind of winging it, and I think some of these I put down too low, some of them I put in your face, so work with me. Almost done with the first 15. I'm slow. Alright, so we have Reactor Armor, Smoke Thrower, Medic, Compact Shield, Fully Load Out, and Dampening Field. Another one of the new secret actions. Your opponent can't flip more than 4 cards, battle cards, so good against Barrage, good against Kickback, good against Wheeljack. Good when they supercharge, you know, a character and flip Prowl, and now their character has Bull 5 all of a sudden, and so on and so forth. Okay, and got another, I think she's a rare, Captain Elita 1, so she's a Leap of Faith when she dies. She has a lot of health, 6 attacks, 17, 6 attacks, 17 health, and 0 defense, so pretty stocky. So she's like Optimus, you know, Gleaming Commander, 15 attack, and, or excuse me, 15 attack, 15 health, and 2 defense, so pretty strong. Yeah, so when she's KO'd in bot mode, she becomes a Leap of Faith, literally. And then in this mode, in her main mode, her alt mode, the mode she starts in, when you flip to this mode, move any number of damage counters from one of your other characters onto this, but not enough to KO her. So she has a lot of stars. We'll have to see what kind of 3-wide decks we can put her in, because she seems like she'll be your main attacker. So being so hefty on the stars, you know, like I said, we'll have to see who she can team up with and be a secondary go-to when she does die, because you kind of want her to be KO'd and, you know, use I Still Function on her, get another attack out of her, and let her die again and use her effect again to gain some more advantage. So we'll see what happens with this card. And oh, she's also a leader too, and a specialist. So yeah, very, very excited to play with her. We have a Raider Visper, yeah, as our small card. All right. And then for the actions, we have Pep Talk, Dismantle, Combat Training, Rock Toss, Hidden or Hiding Spot, and Laser Cutlass. I like this card a lot for aerial bots and other decks. It's pretty much, not pretty much, it is literally the, what is that card called? Megatron's Proton Cannon? Proton, I'm thinking Iron Man here. Jeez. The name is escaping me, but Megatron's main weapon, it does the same thing, but you can only put this on 7-star or lower characters. Gives them +1 attack and Pierce 3. Like this card a lot, and excited to play this. Sorry you can't really read it here, but again, check on Transformers website. They have all of the cards up, battle cards and characters, for you to be able to see. All right, and okay, last pack. Last pack, now I can run through all the, skip all the commons and uncommons and go straight to the rares. Got another Private Sideswipe. I think I just got one earlier, or maybe that was Red Alert. Yeah, I think it was Red Alert. So another car. A lot of car and truck support in this set. And Private Flak. Don't think I got one of those yet. Another tank. Pretty cool. And for the battle cards, how about I just skip all of them now and just get straight to the rare. So I'll just kind of flash them to you so you can see. Oh, okay. Ultra Magnus Armor. So Is that telegraphing that I'm going to pull Ultra Magnets in this pack? I'm going to call it now and saying my super rare, if I get one, I'm hoping I get one, is Ultra Magnets. This is a sign. So this armor is pretty cool. He starts the game with this armor. So our very first +2/+2 armor. So just a little better than, well, a little better than Optimus's armor, Ion Blaster, in the fact that it gives another defense. But it is an armor, so Bash and Shield will get rid of it. Although you technically start the game with 5 cards because you start with 4 in your hand, and then Magnus gives, gets this armor from the deck. If they use Bash and Shield, that's technically them using the card that you got, for free. So, and hopefully you can recur this throughout the game. So pretty cool. Maybe reclaim and then play that. Tap the guy that lets you scrap an action, and then or scrap an orange card and let you draw 2, so you can draw the Magnus armor back and then play it. So seems pretty good. We'll see what happens. All right, so that's it for the first half. Get these, make sure they're neat. All right, and then now I'm gonna burn through the rest of these, so now the video will be a little faster. All right, so we got Raider Trigger Happy. Haven't gotten him yet. Well, I take that back. You know what? In every preliminary event, you pay $26 to get in the event, to play for top 8 to be able to qualify for Sunday. But you get a pack of War of Cybertron, Wave 3 with that as well. Raider Detour. And I pulled a Trigger Happy in one of those packs, so that'll technically be my second one. And then running through these, got another UFO. All right. Hoping to get Optimus. I really want to just have the Optimus and just play with him and play the double Optimus deck. But okay, so we got a Raider Run Amok. Haven't gotten him yet. Pretty cool. Private Stakeout. Yeah, I got to figure out how to get this focused more so I can really have you guys see the cards better. Another Take Cover. Getting faster here. All right, so I got Run Amok and Run About. So I guess I'm going to have to make a deck with these guys too, right? What are they, 10 stars? 10 stars, you can technically play another 5-star or maybe Flame War right off the top of my head. But I haven't even, I know they do something that they do cool together. So we'll have to see how that works out. Seems pretty cool. A lot of interesting cards in this, or cards in general in this set. And for the rare, we have Papa Willie. That's a new one. Haven't gotten Papa Willie yet. Next pack. Oh, okay. Hey, I got the guy I wanted. So I'm just about all the way happy with this pack so far. I got the rare that I wanted, General Optimus Prime. Now, I do want to stop and talk about him for a second. So in this mode, each of your characters has Bold 1 and Tough 1. So he'll give every other character, obviously Bold 1 and Tough 1. So playing Double Prime, you can comfortably attack in with Optimus more often. And he'll have Tough 1, Inborn Tough 1, like how with Flame War to start out the game. So that's very exciting to see. Yeah, and then his other mode, he gives himself Bold and Tough 1, and then he also has Focused 1. So what's important about this is the fact that he's 11 stars, so you can automatically easily replace what's his name, Nemesis Prime with this Prime in your side deck. Still play Hot Rod, Flame War, and Battlefield Legend, and like I said, you're just playing Nemesis or this over Nemesis now, and you also get a star card because he's 11 stars. Nemesis was 12 stars, so Optimus Battlefield Legend is 13 and this is 11, 24. So now you can side deck a star card too, which is pretty cool. So very happy I pulled this. Very, very happy. And for my small card, I got a Raider Blowpipe. All right, and for the rare, I got another Infiltrate. Nice, so almost got me a set. Like I said, I think I'm getting a case anyway, so I think I'll probably still get a lot of stuff I want, but this is a nice addition, so. All right, Specialist Ratchet. Think he lets you start with Medic. Yep, so I can see people making a heal deck. I'll try to, deal some damage and healing up, so see if that actually comes into play. And then I got another Raider Ravage. I don't think any of these small cards are, I didn't get Lionizer yet. Where's Lionizer at? I don't think any of these small cards are rares. I want to say. I think all the big cards are just the rares in this set. And then for our rares here, I got another heroic team up. Just about done here. Raider Runabout again. Raider Laserbeak. A lot of Raiders, a lot of Generals, a lot of Privates. Alright, and got a special ops mission, so I haven't gotten this one yet. This is a card you use with the Soundwave deck. Oh no, I lied. I thought that was the one where you untap a guy or something like that. You may play a secret action, then you may play another secret action. So this allows you to set 2 secret actions in a turn, and your opponent has 2 to worry about triggering throughout the turn. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. And I'm sure we'll get more secret actions in different waves, you know, in wave 4 and on. So as they get better, that card may get better, and it's a white icon. So Captain Wheeljack again. Start with Brainstorm. Private Red Heat. Very nice. Again, I'm liking that these small cards are hollow now, so they're taking a extra step with each set. Oh, okay, cool. This is the card I really wanted too. Maybe this is a sign. Maybe I'm gonna get Shockwave. Oh God, I really want the Shockwave. I want to play a hand disruption deck, so I really love this card. You can play 2 of these on Shockwave. You can only put it on Shockwave, and when you put it on him, your opponent scraps a card. So like for your turn, you can play Unconventional Flying Object, flip the major Shockwave to bot mode, then back to alt mode. I draw a card, you scrap a card, and then you could play this card as well, and then make your opponent scrap another card. So you drew a card, and you made your opponent scrap 2 cards. So after a while, I think the point of a Shockwave deck is going to be to just leave your opponent with very few options every turn, and while you're able to continue building up. So if they don't have a lot of options every turn, that means they're not efficiently activating an action and upgrade every turn. It sounds good. Now it's kind of like what Sentinels are doing pretty much, and still hitting hard because the Shockwave is pretty big. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm definitely excited to build. Like I said, I'm going to start with the double Shockwave deck and try to branch out to a 3-wide deck and see who I can team Shockwave up with and go from there. All right, next up we got Sergeant Sparkstalker. I think I already got this one, so I still need a 3rd one in order to run the deck, but pretty cool. And for my small card, we have Private Red Heat. Something I probably should have shown since the beginning. Instead of just the normal white covers, they have promotion for, it looks like, the toys. The War for Cybertron trilogy coming out soon. So check www.transformers.com to see what's going on and get a first look at the characters. That's pretty cool. I remember I had I still have all my Beast Wars in a bag somewhere in my storage. I don't know if you guys have heard of Fuzors. If you've heard of Fuzors, I got a whole bunch of, like, Tiger Hawk. I remember Tiger Hawk was one of my favorite toys. Dinobot, I think, is one of my favorite Transformers. I think Gorilla Optimus is probably my favorite Beast War, though. So if they make a Beast Wars wave, I'm definitely all in for that. Like, even if I were to, like, quit for a while, and then, like, if that set were to come out, I'm definitely coming back just for that. Because Beast Wars is what I grew up with, and that's how I got into Transformers. And then for my rare, from my battle card, I got another energy pack. Very cool. Beast Wars would be so cool. Specialist Flame War. Okay, so I haven't seen Flame War yet. Got some motorcycle support. That's another thing they really put in here. A lot of motorcycles. Okay, that's the guy I was looking for. Private Lionizer. Can't wait to put him with either. I want to try him with Wheeljack and someone, and then also Grimlock and someone. That you still got a good bit of stars left over to work with. So he has Bold 4 out the gate. So you send him out, he should have at least 3 attack minimum. Having Bold 4. And anything else is just great. And if he gets KO'd, you're totally fine with that, because then he flips to this mode, and then he equips to a character, and he gives the character Bold 4 and Plan 1. So excuse me, when he attacks, you can Plan 1. So you draw a card, right? No, you don't draw a card. Yeah, you just stack it. So he's it's Bold 4, and it's also he has a built-in, what's the guy's name? Snarl, Dinobot Snarl's effect. So very powerful card. You putting this on Wheeljack, and Wheeljack has Bold 7 now. So Wheeljack should have no issue KOing any character he attacks. I think he's I think this is very powerful with Peace to Tyranny now. Peace to Tyranny goes up in value, so if you haven't gotten Peace to Tyranny yet, grab some, because he's 6 stars or more, so he meets the requirements for Peace. You Peace him, KO him, flip him to his weapon mode, equip him to Wheeljack, attack with Wheeljack, do your second turn, play start your engines, the wheeljack back, flip him to his other mode, equip him with another weapon, draw a card, flip him back to his other mode, and attack for bull 7 again. That sounds ridiculous. So you actually actively want to draw Peace Through Tyranny now. So very nice. Almost done here. Got about 6 packs left. And for my battle card, my rare battle card, Collier's Leadership. So glad this card said 8 stars or more. You can move 5 damage count, up to 5 damage counters from one of your Decepticon leaders who has 8 stars or more onto one of your other characters. So thank goodness it didn't just say Decepticon leaders in general, because Scrabnel is a leader, but luckily he's only 7 stars, and that would be so annoying to deal with, to have, you know, 5 whole damage moving from him, you know, and helping him survive even more. Now, like I said, Energy Pack will help him survive more already, but definitely didn't need the additional help. So, all right, getting to the end here. Major Prowl, okay. Another card. So we have a Prowl in each set. We have 3 different Prowls, so we can play a Prowl deck, I think, right? 10, 7, and 6. 10, 7, and 6 is 23 with 2 stars left over, so I might make a Prowl deck just because I can, just because it's fun. Sounds fun, you know. Make a straight Prowl deck. Sounds good. And for my small card, we have another Roadhugger. Raider Roadhugger. Again, I will post pictures of the whatever I pulled in from the Wave 1 box. 2-prong attack. This card is nice. I will post the picture in my next video coming up. This card is cool. Choose one of your characters. If it's a tank, choose one of you. Okay. If it's a tank, your opponent chooses 2 cards from their hand and scraps them. If it's a plane, your opponent chooses one of their characters and does 2 damage to it. So very cool card. So it's like a Nemesis Prime effect, and it's pretty much reverse team-up tactics. Literally everything about it. The effects are all in reverse, because team-up tactics, you choose a car or truck. If it's a car, you draw 2 cards. If it's a truck, you heal 2 damage. So this does the reverse. And but you're able to pick, of course, which truck you want to heal, and then it's an orange icon. So, but making your opponent discard 2 cards seems very strong. I don't know if that's going to bring tanks back into full force, because I don't think there was a whole bunch of tank support. Well, there were a good couple, but we'll see. See what interesting things people come up with. Okay, got another Raider Run Amok. And for my small card, got Raider Stormcloud. Don't think I got him yet. Again, sorry for the lighting. The lighting's not the best. And from my battle card, we have Quartermaster. Cool. So this is you'll be able to revive one of your battle masters from your KO area. So like I was talking about enforcement batons, if they scrap it, you can Quartermaster the battle master back and equip it again. And or you can also move and upgrade from one of your characters to another one. So if you have a tapped character that you know is about to get KO'd, or in the range of direct damage, you could possibly move the weapon that they have over to another character. So you have 2 options there. Very nice. Coming down to the last 4 packs. We have, all right, we got Major Soundwave. Cool. Very nice. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to see a lot of people make a Soundwave deck. He has a very beefy attack. He's only 11 stars too. For a 6/15/2, he seems very good. So we'll see what happens. His effect is interesting, so we'll see what happens. And then we have Private Mudslinger, excuse me. Trying to speed up here just a little bit. Or maybe I should. Maybe you guys are fine with sitting here with me and being slow, enjoying them as I am. As my first Erratic Energy Grenade. This card, first thing that comes to mind, I was talking to a couple people, and I know some people mentioned it on the Facebook group, that so when a character dies that has this equipped to it, you deal 2 damage to it, first of all, at the beginning of every one of your turns. And when it does get KO'd, deal 2 damage to all of your opponent's enemies, or all your opponent's enemies, all of your, okay, I just blanked here, I'm sorry. Maybe I should just read the card verbatim. Do 2 damage to each enemy, forgive me. Broken up in my words there for a second. Deal 2 damage to each enemy. So, Constructicons will like that card, because they already die easily anyway. So you don't mind attacking with putting what's that card called? Reckless Charge or whatever on it, or Supercharge. Attacking for a good bit, and then it's gonna die the next turn. Raider Ion Storm. Okay. Very cool. And then you got another Visper, Raider Visper, Visper. And for the battle card rare, we have a W5 Gyro Blaster. I think that's my second one. Yep, the card that whenever it battles, neither player can draw more than 2 cards, or excuse me, flip more than 2 cards. Down to 2 packs. All right, Private RC, very nice. I think she's a car this time around. She was a motorcycle, of course, last set. Very popular card. I think she's apparently very popular in the show too. And we have a Private Flak. Another tank. And for the battle cards, we have another battering ram, or battering ram. So for truck support, and the very last pack. See what we get. I think I only got 2 rares so far, so not ideal for a box unless the rarities changed. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, or what happened with that. But all right, got another Sergeant Hound. So no super rare, but it's all good. You know, like I said, it was a free box provided by WOTC, so I appreciate it. And I think this is my first Raider nightstick. So first one I got here. +2/+1, so it's like Ion Blaster of Optimus. And for my last bit of battle cards, we have Reactive Armor, Brainstorm, Battlefield Report, Field Cachet, extra padding, and was this Firecon Flame. Okay, cool. So my first Firecon Flame. So that gets me closer to building the deck. Definitely want to play 3 of these in that deck. Gives all your Firecons bold 1. So a very cool card. And all right, guys, that's it. So 30 packs. And I think I got 2 rares. Let me just make sure that none of these small guys are rares. I don't think they are. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. But overall, very cool. So I really got to go back and read these and start building. No rare, no. Yeah, like I said, I don't think any of these are rares. All commons and uncommons. No, okay. And then for the characters, common, uncommon. Sparkstalker. Okay, so Prime, Sideswipe, Elita, Tailbreaker, Chromia. Yep. Okay, Tryon. So I got 3 rares. Forgot about him for a second. Yeah, okay, so I got 3 rares in the pack. So I got 3 Autobots. I got Alpha Tryon, Captain Elita 1, and General Optimus Prime. Very happy about the Prime. You know, all of these. I'm happy about the entire box. I'm very happy. Shout out again to WOTC and Pastimes for running the event. And be expecting more videos from me soon. I got a couple of deck profiles. I have... you know what? I'm going to save that for my next video. So I hope you guys enjoyed my box opening, and I will catch you guys in my next video. This is S. Akuma heading out. Peace.